Go, and I hope this works. Yeah.
Okay.
Your squiggles squiggling? You gotta make
My
sure your
squiggles
squiggles
are
are
squiggling.
squiggling.
Yes, they're kind of small, but they're there.
That's what matters. You can fix it in post.
Hopefully. I'll probably just sound a little weird because it's on the new mic setup, and I don't know what settings I have set up on the old one, and wow, the squiggles are really small, but fine.
R.I.P.
It'll be fine.
It's fine.
Alright, hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers Robots in Disguise podcast. I'm Jen in Rob's body, and I'm going to steal some U.S. aviation secrets.
I guess I am David in Jen's body, and I am going to steal some Ultraman DVDs.
And I forget. I'm the other one. What? What body man? I'm confused. Body swap episodes are always a slight degree of annoyance.
They're fun.
Because, yes, we are once again going back to the...
good old plot that always works.
The body swap episode.
Yay!
Very shortly after we did it on Robots in Disguise, or on Rescue Bots.
Oh, yeah. Well, chronologically it was probably more different. But yeah, it's a classic episode that Transformers has gone to multiple times. And many, 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 many other shows have gone to. Because it's a plot that always works. Kind of.
Sometimes it's a little more ambitious than other times. I think the Rescue Bots one is hard to top.
Yes, I have an issue with this one because it's... Of the two main versions, this is my least favorite version.
Well, because for this one they just do the swapping voices.
Yes, which is annoying. Like... It's way more fun when it's the voice actor doing an impression of another voice actor's character.
Yes.
It was extra fun on the Justice League one, because Flash's voice actor had actually played Lex Luthor before.
Yes.
I have no idea who this is.
That is like the best version of the body swap that I can think of.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's also voice actor gags on top of that.
Yes.
But this one, we get into it, it's just the voice actors. Which is easier to follow if it's a different voice actor in a different body. However, it's less fun.
I don't know that the characters in Robots in Disguise are like... I don't want to say, like, they're not distinct enough, because they're very distinct, but they're not, like, vocal gimmicky. It's not as much like... Because there's a certain, like... With the Rescue Bots, they all have, like, very distinct ways that they talk. Whereas with...
They're more caricatures.
Yeah.
I guess there is the question also that if you are... what's his name? If you are Darren Criss, is it cool for you to do a drift voice?
Yeah, I don't know if that's okay. And you might have to be at least some degree of Asian to get away with that.
It's also like drift is a little bit more of an accent, but it's also a very stiff, commanding voice. You don't need to fully go into that. You're just more halting and pace.
I'm just going to do this George Takei impression and hope for the best.
It does devolve into a George Takei impression if you do it wrong.
I'll note that Eric Bauza has also played Splinter, I think, a bunch of times.
Huh. So yeah, it's not
he's
as
cornering
fun.
the stern Asian sensei.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not as fun as the Rescue Bots one, but not much is as fun as the Rescue Bots one. That one was like A+.
And this episode is a lot of fun.
It is fun.
So
unless you're Drift. Because
well, yes.
Drift is so angry for the whole episode. Just extremely angry.
So this is Disordered Personalities, the 10th episode of Season 3. First aired June 24th, 2017. Written by Shannon Eric Denton. This is his first and only Transformers episode.
My notes were apparently smudged for what I was supposed to watch. I watched Disorderlies with the fat boy.
Oh no.
I'm afraid I can't help you there. My only exposure to the Fat Boys is their contribution to the soundtrack of Nightmare on Elm Street 4, Are You Ready for Freddy?
Mm-hmm.
My exposure to them was limited until watching Disorderlies on my free HBO back in the 80s.
So he's an animation guy. He does a lot of storyboards and stuff.
I just want to say that my only exposure to the Fat Boys was the skating rink I went to in the late 80s, incessantly playing Wipeout.
But he's also written episodes of Avengers Assemble, Spider-Man, Ben 10. So he's a pretty busy guy.
Okay. It's not one of these people who shows up and just does some cartoons out of nowhere.
Oh, is he one of those men? Is he one of those men of action from Ben 10?
No, he's not one of those guys. Those are all like old comic book guys.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I just remember Ben 10 and there was some other show that they made.
Generator Rex, I think, and then they did that Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yes. Oh, I didn't remember that.
It wasn't great.
I just remember the credit for Men of Action. It's like, the fuck?
I think it's Joe Casey and Joe Kelly and Duncan Rouleau, and maybe there's a fourth guy.
Oh.
A couple guys I vaguely heard of and one guy.
Anyway, so it is once more. We are really gearing up to sell this Ultra B toy.
Yes. We keep referring to it as the Ultra B Team Combiner, which is charming.
Yes.
However, nobody on the team is on board with this.
No. They've all got the colanders on their heads. They're hooked up to one of Fix-It's crazy contraptions. Grimlock is he really wants to get this over with because he's pretty sure that there's going to be human raisins on TV.
Yeah, that was an odd mishearing because it's humans racing.
Yes.
Like, I guess.
Yes, it is.
I don't know. Maybe somebody showed him some California raisins and he got that stuck in his head.
That must just be like kind of human. People who are like raisins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that just feels like a scribbled down joke that wasn't finished.
So because the Crown City Grand Prix is coming, which is the big road race in Crown City that apparently involves all manner of vehicles, including a monster truck.
Yeah, but there's a Bigfoot in the monster machines. Is there? Yeah, represent. That was Hasbro, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, because it was part of that 3-show thing. There was
with Inhumanoids and
Gem.
Yes. Okay. Yes, that was important. It was important to watch.
Notably, Inhumanoids and Gem got expanded into full shows. Bigfoot and the Monster Machines did not.
No. Not even for one season that no one actually paid any attention to.
So they fire this thing up, everybody gets zapped, and then, oh no, they've all switched voices, and therefore, by cartoon logic, personalities.
Oh no, yeah, because it's the body swap breaks down into two basic things: either voice actors move to the different body, or voice actor impressions. My preferred flavor.
Yes,
it does tend to be more fun, but it does require a lot of heavy lifting on the part of the actors.
Yeah, but Rescue Bots did it with so many characters.
Yeah,
and then
it did it well.
Futurama did it as well.
Yeah, that's another one where the characters are I don't know, distinct enough in their deliveries, but also everybody is very much comedians.
But but normally it kind of breaks down if we do a voice swap or a mind swap in the first season, it's just going to be, we're just swapping voices to different bodies. But if you've had the voice actors together for 3 seasons, usually it's somebody at least has a really good impression of one of the other characters, actors.
Maybe that's the problem. Maybe nobody here had a good Will Friedle. Like, if Darren Criss was just trying to sound like Will Friedle, would you notice?
Maybe not.
There is that. Well, I guess in this case, it would be Will Friedle who would have to start sounding like Constance Zimmer.
Yeah.
Well, again, like, she's sort of stern and by the book. Yeah, I think maybe Will Friedle might be able to pull that off, at least.
And yeah, Darren Criss kind of has to do like a stern Japanese man. Eric Bauza does a Grimlock, which I think he could probably do.
I think he could do that.
And then Constance Zimmer has to do a Darren Criss.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I've seen her in other things. She kind of always just sounds like
Yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty much just her voice.
It may just be a case of, like, enough of the actors in it, like, just don't do impressions at all.
Yeah, so to go around here, Grimlock is in Drift's body.
Uh-huh.
Sideswipe is in Strongarm's body. Don't read anything into that.
Which, obviously, those two are going to be swapped some way.
Okay, Grimlock is in Drift's body and loving it.
Yes, because he has wheels.
Sideswipe is in Strongarm's body and he's not sure.
It doesn't get too weird, which I appreciate.
Yes.
Well, yeah, his major annoyance is just that her lights and sounds keep coming off. The sirens keep going off.
She has, like, too many apps, and he can't figure out how any of her things work.
Yes.
Yeah, Drift is in Sideswipe's body and totally hating it.
I think he's hating it, but I think he hates it more that Grimlock is in his body.
Yeah, he's more annoyed that, like, he isn't in his own body and Grimlock is in his.
Which is absolutely relatable. That's understandable.
And Bumblebee is in Grimlock, which he mostly finds inconvenient. And Strongarm is in Bumblebee's body, and as she says, have I become my own hero?
Yeah.
She is so excited.
At some points later, she refers to herself as Bumblebee, and that starts to get weird.
Yes.
Also, when Grimlock realizes he's in Drift's body, I think that's the first time they've ever had to animate Drift smiling.
Yes.
So yeah, she's a little too excited to be in Bumblebee's body.
Yes. So the good news is this is probably temporary, but the bad news is that cut to the Crown City Grand Prix, and there are 4 Stunticons in it.
What?
Yes, we have a new one.
We have a new one.
Yet a new one.
Oh, the pain of it all. Because our new Stunticon is Slashmark, voiced by, of course, the great David Kaye. Beast Wars Megatron, animated Optimus Prime.
I believe to this day the only actor who has been both Megatron and Optimus Prime.
I believe so.
However, wouldn't it be great if Frank Welker did Optimus Prime and just did, like, his Freddy voice?
That'd be weird, but amusing.
Let's transform and roll out, guys.
Anyway.
And specifically, he's not just David Kaye, he's David Kaye doing a very credible Jonathan Harris impression.
Yeah.
Who the hell's Jonathan Harris?
Dr. Smith.
We talked about him
from Lost in Space.
Back when we did Visionaries, because he took a turn off into voice acting during the 80s and early 90s.
Oh, David, you incredible ignoramus.
I guess that makes more sense since we have Ralph Cramden and Ed Norton and whoever the other guy is.
Well, it's weird that he is not, as far as I can tell, he isn't like an old sitcom guy, which he should be.
Well, yeah, that's like, Heat Seeker and like...
Heat Seeker, he should be like a guy doing like, I don't know, Don Adams.
Or something.
They need to...
Missed it by that much.
They need to have a female one just so she can do a Lucille Ball.
Absolutely. Lucille Ball or, I don't know, probably nobody would do a Mary Tyler Moore.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. my brain, because I was just trying to figure, I was like, oh, what's the closest I can get to what David Kay's doing? I was thinking Frasier.
Oh, no. Not at all, dum-dum.
The dum-dum part was especially...
He does get dum-dum in there, which made me think of the Great Gazoo.
He didn't say, like, tin-plated something or other.
Well, no, because he's also tin-plated. He's a robot. He can't really do the robot-specific insults if you're also a robot.
I know, but, like, metal-based insults. He could have done something.
I am fairly fresh up.
Why, you titanium trollop?
I'm fairly fresh on my Lost in Space because that's on MeTV following Sven Gulli, and then an episode of Batman 66, and then Star Trek, and then Kolchak the Night Stalker, and then it's time for Lost in Space.
So, sadly, in this episode, nobody turns into a carrot.
Oh, jeez.
It's a really weird show.
Yeah, really dumb, but I remember watching way too much of it as a little kid.
It's like if Star Trek were for children, and also those children were on a ton of drugs.
So many drugs.
It didn't start out so childish. It just became very clear the main audience was children after a season.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it turns out the only characters that people really liked were the kid, the robot, and Dr. Smith.
Oddly, Dr. Smith.
I mean... You know, it certainly is an unusual...
His dialogue was funny, yeah. Yes. He got to be funny, which is the thing. And then one of the daughters disappeared.
I mean, you just saw a lot less of the daughters and the parents and Zorro.
Yeah.
Or wait, no. No, Zorro was the dad.
Whoever Matt LeBlanc played.
Yeah, the Matt LeBlanc guy. I know, I also think of them in the 1998 live-action movie. So you saw a lot less of Heather Graham and Rescue Bot's own Lacey Chabert.
Yeah, 'cause the movie, while not great, was better than the show, mostly.
I don't
the
think
CGI
I've
was...
seen the movie somehow. Like, despite that coming out at a time when I was seeing movies, I was just like, eh.
Although granted, like, the newer TV version or whatever cable nonsense streaming it's on is probably better.
I mean, probably, but also I just have to know if, Parker Posey's calling anybody a bumptious booby.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of it. All I know is that for a very short period of time, Tumblr was horny for that robot.
Yes, everyone wanted to fuck the robot. It was like an entire thing. Apparently it had a very nicely sculpted butt.
Which is a weird recurring thing that keeps happening. Like, I think... whatever that new Star Wars game that's coming out is called...
yeah.
Jedi Survivor?
Survivor was the last one to come out. This is a new one that was just announced.
But there's like a frog guy or something?
No, the frog guy was in Survivor, who everybody liked. And it was a voice actor we know. I think it's somebody... Anyway, but there's a new one coming out with female protagonist that people were annoyed by a bit. But everyone was horny for that new robot. And, like, one of the directors of it is like, why is everyone horny for the robot? Have you never been online, dude?
I'm just curious if that original show was coming out, if they would be horny for the 60s Lost in Space robot.
I wouldn't imagine. It doesn't have a butt.
Flail those hooks my way, baby.
Robbie the robot has a butt.
Yeah, but also he's got, like, tubes for arms and, like, hooks. I don't know. Somebody's probably into that.
Yeah, the robot on Lost in Space, the design was okay, interesting. We're going on a long tangent.
Yes, we are. So they are all mind swapped, but of course they can't fix this mind swap before this crisis passes. So they're just going to have to go out there, but because it is too implausible for this robot dinosaur to be in this Grand Prix, Bumblebee is going to sit this one out.
Yeah, he is not thrilled about it, but that's okay because Strongarm is ready to step up and be the commander.
Oh, yes.
And Grimlock is very excited to get to go on a mission where he doesn't have to hide under a tarp.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Strongarm is getting a little too into this. Like this, she's like Nicolas Cage in Face Off.
It's adorable. She's so excited to be in charge.
Oh, and also in this race is Knockout, kind of.
Yes, Knockout is just, at least his car model, or possibly actual Knockout.
Yes.
Yes.
Never transforms, but it's very specifically, we just used the knockout car model from Transformers Prime.
I mean, if he transforms,
Yes.
then they'll notice and they'll tell him to go back home.
Yeah.
He doesn't want them to know that he's there, so he's just staying in car mode, doing his
He's
thing.
undercover.
He's on the lowdown. Yes, at
And
one
of course
point, when they... and as they're planning to enter the race, Grimlock is like, we get to race with our wheels? He's so excited.
And of course, everybody's pretty sure who's going to win this one. That is the current champ, Crasher Casey, who you will remember from all the way back in The Champ.
Yes, I
That
did
episode with like the
remember.
weird demolition derby
Yes.
with the dinosaur trucks.
Yes.
Apparently she's just driving a normal car in this, still voiced by actress Kate Bond, and still wearing her helmet with the dealy boppers on.
Yeah. It's important to have a gimmick. And sometimes...
And apparently she is so good at this, and she is so bored that she has the totally weird C-plot in this that she's just learning Spanish as she drives in this road race.
Yeah, as you do, I guess. Presumably there were some jokes in the Spanish, but as I know no Spanish, I missed it entirely.
It was really just
the wiki does
extremely...
indeed have some translations.
like, basic. Yeah.
Donde está el baño? Where is the bathroom?
Yes.
Mi tío tiene pulgas. My uncle has fleas. Creo que estoy en un gran problema. I think I'm in big trouble.
Okay, I got that one by assuming.
And me gustaría hacer un poco de surf. I would like to do a little surfing.
Oh, that's the one where she rides on the asphalt wave.
Yes. So yeah, so we're about to head off here. The checkered flag goes, and we are off. And it quickly becomes clear that, like, the winner of this becomes, they get they're crowned ruler of the roads. But the Stunticons think that they will actually become the ruler of the roads
Because they're morons.
I really, that's kind of like, it's almost like a Bob Budiansky plot.
Yes.
Oh god, very much so. But
It
like
is.
it does and doesn't work. Like, I can... Ralph and Ed Norton, like, I can imagine those two idiots falling for it, but then all four of them are in on this dumb idea.
They're not from
Is a bit
Earth.
much.
They don't understand that the highway system does not recognize monarchs.
But, like, I would think, like at least Dr. Smith would, like, wait, this sounds dumb.
They don't... I mean, that's probably how they're used to things working.
There probably are, they've probably been to Velocitron. That's how that works.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yes, the person who wins this race
Oh, actually,
is
that would have been great if they'd name-dropped Velocitron. But...
the title given to the winner of the race is ruler of the road, and so they believe that if they win this race, then they will be granted domain over a portion of Earth's, of this area's highways.
Mm-hmm.
It is a very Budiansky sort of thing.
Yes, but fortunately, even though some robot shenanigans are going to happen, the TV viewing audience is not going to see it because Fix-It has hacked into the broadcast, complete with a test pattern with his own animated dancing image on it.
It's so good.
It's good. It feels like he shouldn't do that at the very start of the race, though.
It feels like he maybe shouldn't do that, like, on a public channel, but that's okay. Nobody
dancing
knows who
robots,
he
yeah,
is.
whatever.
He's adorable. He gets
I mean, I
to do
assume
that.
this is going to go down, like, in history with that, like, guy who dressed up as Max Headroom.
Oh my god, I love that story so much.
Which is amazing because no one has still ever figured that shit out.
They're never going to catch that guy. He's like 60 years old now.
They've kind of figured out a chunk of it, which is that apparently the station had donated some equipment to a local university
Yes.
that was probably still keyed to all the networks, so like they didn't reset the passwords effectively.
Yeah.
In like 20 years, we're going to see some guy's obituary where he cops to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's very weird because it's like, okay, so we know where
We don't know who it was
we don't know.
specifically, but it was probably some film students from that college.
But also,
or
like,
TV
isn't there like
students.
there's like a second voice in there, like a woman in one of
Well,
the
we know there
the
must be a
cuttings?
second person because, like, there's the guy who's doing the thing, who's in the Max Headroom mask, and then there's that background behind him. It's supposed to look like the Max Headroom background, but it's like a piece of corrugated sheet metal, and somebody's clearly moving that sheet metal.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's at least 2 people, if not more,
Well,
involved
probably
in this.
3 because probably some guy's running the camera.
Yeah, so we got like 3 or 4 people who are really good at keeping a secret. I have to assume, like, this is just a polycule enjoying a really long-running joke.
Anyway, so yes, we get Slash Mark. He's, do not be reckless. Respect my chassis, you fools. And then, the Autobots get there and shenanigans ensue.
Yes.
And then Strongarm tries to convince Dragstrip that he actually is crazy and that's not how it works.
Yeah, she comes up alongside him and he explains their plan, and she's like, wait, you guys actually think that this is going to give you some sort of governmental authority over the road? Yeah, she finds this very amusing.
So we get a little Slash Mark. It turns out he can, like, energize his wheels.
Yeah, it seems very dangerous and questionable.
Well, his wheels suddenly become Velocitron wheels that glow.
Yes, they get all glowy with energy and
tear up the road, which
yes,
I guess is why he's called Slash. Was it
Slash Mark?
Slash Mark.
Slash Mark. Which, like, that's what phrase that doesn't work. But my brain is like, well, cars make skid marks. Oh, but skid mark would be a horrible name for a transformer.
I think there is a transformer named Skid Mark.
Probably a minicon somewhere, yeah.
He's like a G2 GoBot or something.
Oh, that's sad.
No, I don't know. Maybe a RID minicon. It feels like an RID mini or an RID 2001 Spy Changer level of name. Back when they forgot how to name vehicles and they had to remember again.
There's a Decepticon minicon named Skid Mark. There is apparently a comics-only Decepticon. And also apparently a member of G.I. Joe.
Oh.
Oof.
Well, that's
unfortunate.
The most unfortunate one.
He's the guy who gets hilariously eaten in Transformers vs. G.I. Joe.
Ha. I assume in the Tom Scioli one.
Yes, he is literally like served on a big plate.
Not the Marvel.
No.
Like 1985 one.
Mm-hmm.
86.
And then, of course, Drift tries to launch his minicons before realizing that he has no minicons.
His students! Yeah. Where are his students? Oh no, Grimlock has his students.
Which is when I remembered, oh yeah, the babies should be there, but the babies' minds haven't been swapped.
Drift is so angry. Well, they didn't have the coloners on their heads.
No,
they did not.
Grimlock does deploy them, and they almost immediately get set on fire.
Drift is so angry. He's so mad about this entire undignified ordeal.
And meanwhile, Strongarm is just ordering everybody around, and we're going to catch those Decepticons. Or my name isn't Lieutenant Bumblebee. Which Sideswipe responds, your name isn't Lieutenant Bumblebee. You've become the mask.
She is so great. She needs to calm down. She's enjoying this way too much. She and Grimlock are both just enjoying this way too much to everyone else's detriment.
Yes.
Yeah.
At least she's not sideswiping anyone like Grimlock is, just smashing into them with someone else's poor body.
Meanwhile, Bumblebee he's anxious and nervous, and he's breaking stuff because he's not used to being a giant dinosaur.
He's trying to pace, but he's kind of big for pacing.
And then now, Casey is she's still in the lead, and so they're now going to have to attack her.
Yep.
I believe it's Wildbreak who starts doing this, cool sort of electrical thing to the ground.
Yeah. Because they all have a superpower that are sort of vague and confusing.
Right, Dragstrip has, the nitro boost, much like Vin Diesel.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to give it the nitro, because for family.
Heatseeker has heat seekers, which I guess is a superpower. Missiles.
Heat seekers seek heat. And Grimlock is having trouble catching up with everybody because he can't get the Minicons back into his arms.
Yeah. Which seems odd.
I mean, maybe there's a trick to it, right?
Yeah, there must be just some connector that Drift knows to flip out or something that he doesn't know how to do, and everybody's very frustrated, and it's very sad for the kids.
They just keep clonking into his forearms.
Yes.
Yeah.
So eventually he just turns into a car and they're just sort of hanging on to him for dear life.
Yes, and then he gets there and he transforms and they're just hanging off his back. And Strongarm thinks it's the cutest thing.
And they are very displeased.
Yes.
And yeah, Wildbreak has this giant wave of sort of energized asphalt.
Road.
Sort of making a road wave.
It's a tidal wave of asphalt, which...
I mean, the action in this is pretty cool. I like that we were doing some cool vehicular stuff.
Also, Wildbreak and Dragstrip do the, one of these days, Wildbreak. Pow! Right in the grill.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, we are past subtlety and straight to direct references.
And we also get an away we go.
Yes, it is a fun vehicular combat. I think that's something that Transformers needs more of, is good old-fashioned kart chases.
Yeah. Just give me an episode that's basically just Twisted Metal.
Yes.
Which, well, I was about to say there actually should be an ice cream truck Transformer, but there has been, and we will not speak of it.
Yeah, let's memory hole that.
We have. Anyway, this is the best representation of the Stunticons ever, because the Stunticons rarely get to do shit.
They're doing stunts.
Yep.
Yeah.
They are actually doing some stunts, and that stunt is not just being cars and Decepticons, which was kind of the thing with them in G1. It's just...
I guess this is the best...
But they're cars.
Best animated version of the Stunticons.
Yes.
The best comic version of the Stunticons is probably that one convention comic.
Oh, or the animated ones.
Yes.
Where Motormaster is just Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yes.
And they're running a circus.
They gotta do stunts. It is nice when they actually get to do stunts.
Yes. So they are able to save Casey from being well, I guess she saves herself. She basically receives no Autobot interference through this entire thing.
Yeah, she's completely oblivious to everything behind her while learning Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, she is doing her little audiobook thing and not even paying attention. Maybe next time it could be a murder podcast.
Well, the thing is, she wouldn't just listen to it, she would record a murder podcast.
Yeah.
Whilst running this race.
That would be pretty good.
You know, the Crown City Crucifier. Anyway, so eventually they do manage to... They take down Slashmark. They sort of knock him half off this cliff. And then Heatseeker launches, of course, his namesake heat-seeking missiles. Just as they're about to head to Casey, but the Autobots sort of come... They loop around. They come the other way... and then drive around the Stunticons so that the three of them get hit by missiles.
Doggo.
Sorry, I've got some dog going here. I don't know what he's barking at.
That's okay. Benjamin
Something
just
like
presented me with a hairball like 2 feet from where I'm sitting, so.
Benny,
Yeah.
Benny,
It's
what are you
pet
doing?
time.
Come on. Shh. Shh. Benny.
Pet interference o'clock.
Maybe there's a bear or another dog.
A bear.
I don't really live in a bear area.
I do.
You
Well,
never think you
My God,
do until
you're in
there's
the
a
middle
bear.
of the friggin' woods, of course. Got Sasquatches.
Yeah.
Something fucked up one of my pine trees.
Was it a Sasquatch?
Presumably it was the bear. But, like, the top of one tree at about 5.5 feet high is just ripped off.
But it could have been a Sasquatch.
It could have been a Sasquatch, yes. I did not see any hair stuck to the tree to get samples.
And we also get a really cool sequence here, Wells, in which I believe it's Sideswipe surfing on drift, which is cool.
Yes.
Well, which is him surfing upon himself.
Yes.
Right. It's complicated.
Yeah.
Strongarm just really wanted to give orders.
And also, Sideswipe is able to use Strong Arm's sirens to actually successfully blind Slashmark.
Yes. Drift does at one point get extremely angry with Sideswipe for not being able to control his sirens.
Yes! So of course, amidst all this chaos, Casey is the champion, and she waves to the crowd with a muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
I assume she's now totally fluent.
Yep. That's it. Just, approximately half an hour of lessons on tape, and you are now fluent.
It's such a weird subplot, but I kind of love that they had time to include it in this episode.
That car that she's driving has to have a cassette player.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I realize it could be modded for, like, Bluetooth, but I'm sure it has a cassette player.
So the Stunticons have unfortunately all escaped, but Fix-It has got the equipment ready to go to try and swap their minds again, and or kill them.
Yeah.
No one is amused, and he says this is he knows this is a very serious, terrible time for kidding.
Yes.
Yes, but they could all go kablooey.
I promise I will not recycle your corpses. Alright, so they get zapped back into their own bodies. So everybody is finally content, except for Fix-It, who has been swapped into his own computer, which is terrifying.
He was really hopeful that he was part of the Combiner now, but no.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's just the little face on the screen. Is pretty great, though. The little Fix-It face.
Which just reminds me of that bit in that Futurama body swapping episode, in which somebody swaps with the robotic wash bucket.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it Bender?
Well, it's Bender who
Something is
swapped. Well,
confusing.
Bender who's currently in Amy's body. So then the wash bucket ends up in Amy's body and is finally allowed to confess her love to Scruffy, the janitor.
Yes. But then
Just wouldn't
Scruffy
work.
is all, no, it is forbidden.
I'm a man, and your janitorial equipment. Leave now.
And this would be non-consensual with Amy's body, so we're not doing that because we're smart enough in the writing room.
To know that's not cool.
Yeah.
Before I beg you to stay. Yep. Scruffy the janitor. He's gonna die the way he lived. Yep. And then Fix-It is just kind of babbling on about some other minicon who got swapped into equipment while everybody kind of just leaves.
Yeah, they just walk. Oh, dude, it feels like Fix-It hate because, like, no one stays there to listen. They just do not want to deal with him.
And he's talking about how the other minicon got swapped into the equipment and it was lonely and and then everyone's leaving him and I'm like, don't leave him. He's gonna be lonely. Poor Fix-It. I love Fix-It so much. He's a good boy.
And that is the episode. I enjoyed this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think the thing is with the Rescue Bots one is it's not even fair to compare that to other body swapping episodes. So this was definitely a lot of fun. I loved how angry Drift was the whole time.
He is not a man who can take indignity.
Strong Arm has learned some important lessons about how difficult leadership is. She just wanted to give orders. It's just like, yeah, she just wants to give orders.
Yeah, and I like the vehicular action. I thought the body swapping antics were amusing.
Mm-hmm. It could have been pushed further, but it was okay.
I mean, yes.
Grimlock was so excited to have wheels.
Yeah, Grimlock was good. B in Grimlock was okay.
Mm-hmm. Just wasn't a lot of him because he had to stay behind because he was Grimlock.
No, but it was good that he was just like chill with it other than his giant tail. It's like, crap.
Just resigned to it.
Alright, so I believe that now brings us to David's Tokusatsu Corner.
Oh, yeah, sorry. My setup, I'm recording from my new PC for the first time, and things are a little funky because I have them both still set up.
Exciting.
Yes. Well, also, I was restarting the old one, so I just plugged it to the new one. It's just very funky. The cords are overextending, so I have limited movement. Anyway, this week on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 man, we have Kyushu Dayo, which basically translates like Kyushu, huh?
Nani?
Kyushu being Kyushu the island.
No, Nani?
Nani? No, Dayo. It's a funny way to say that, and I did not actually bring up the wiki page. That breaks this down.
I see, so Dayo would be more of a huh, and Nani is more of a what?
Yes. And I have two keyboards, so I keep looking on the wrong one. Yes, Kyushu is the third largest southernmost island in Japan. Okay. I might trim some of that out as I was Googling nonsense. Anyway, they're still in the area of the Kagoshima where they were last time, on vacation. This is another tourism episode, the final of the series.
Are they getting paid by the Tourism Board of Japan to do this?
I wonder, probably something, or well, maybe not paid. Maybe they're like getting a free hotel room or something while they're filming. Anyway, Garoa, the lead general of the zone aliens that are invading, arrives by helicopter, which he is flying, which is not like an alien helicopter, just a normal helicopter he presumably rented. The fuck?
Is he established as someone with a pilot's license?
We'll get there.
Oh.
He shows up to berate the other minor generals who have been here in this part of Japan, trying to one-up the Rangers with the volcano and stuff, and it's not working. They're outside of an amusement park, which, again, more tourism, because you can see a giant Ferris wheel in the background.
Mm-hmm.
And then while this is going on, the little mooks, I forget what they're called, Belsters or something, one of them staring at a clock. And when it gets to a certain time, he stands up and shouts, "Ha! This galaxy clock has told me it is now Upside Down Day!" And everybody's like,
"What?
Oh, crap.
Oh, no.
What are we, in Pee-wee's Playhouse?"
Basically. In that, like, the entire hierarchy of the zone organization has been turned upside down, except for Empress Meadow, who's a giant face god in the sky. But everyone else, the mooks are now in charge. The foot soldiers, hundreds of those guys, are now in charge, and General Garoa is at the bottom.
This seems like the kind of holiday that the government would not allow one to have.
But it's more like a corporate thing, like, oh, it's Funny Shirt Day, but it's once every 20 years.
Uh-huh. Okay, then.
It's just utterly ridiculous, but it is a great setup for a fantastically funny episode. Like, right off the bat, recommendations, watch this one, it's stupid. and great and fun. Anyways, so they're in charge, and then they send the generals out to do the bidding, the underlings, because like the little foot soldiers, we're in charge today. We don't have to fight the Rangers. So they send the generals out, and the generals are all like, hey, Garoa, you were above us, but now you're the lowest of the low. You go kick the Rangers' ass.
They're just gonna go and, like, engage in hobbies and take a nice hike and do pleasant things.
Well, they're just enjoying Garoa being the punching bag for this episode. The Rangers are playing tennis at this amusement park thing, showing off the things you can do in Kyushu. And Garoa transforms into a waiter with ridiculous makeup on, like he's got freckles. Mm-hmm. It's odd. And a glorious mustache. And then he goes with, like, the monster of the week, can, like, eat gold and spit out gold flakes. And if you eat those gold flakes, you turn gold, as accidentally happens to a dog. And we never see that dog come back at the end of the episode. But presumably the dog turned back to normal. Anyway, so the idea was, like, serve the Rangers food, have them turn into gold, but that got fucked up. And then the other generals show up. It's like, Garoa, you couldn't do one thing right? And they're just making fun of him, not helping in the fight, while Garoa changes back to his armored general form and fights the Rangers as the foot soldier of the week. Because Upside Down Day. And like, it's a series of that. It's like Garoa just being the butt of every joke while Billions and the rest of the gang are making fun of him. The generals are driving, and the mooks are driving around in golf carts. Like, just watching the Rangers fight him. It's like, come on, you could do better.
Just heckling him.
Oh, the monster of the week is like an insect mummy thing.
Weird mummy insects?
Maybe it's supposed to be like a scarab wrapped around a mummy that likes to eat gold. Sure. And if he runs out of gold, he gets tired. But it's like him and Garoa are the lowest of the low, so they're the ones doing all the action. And at one point, there is a car chase where Garoa is driving and the monster of the week is in the back seat. And it's like, do you even have a license? And Garoa shows that, yes, he does have a license, an all-purpose license, which I screenshotted, which is, yes, he does have a pilot's license, because it's an all-purpose license.
I see. So that means he can pilot any vehicle?
Apparently. Well, he's good enough at driving, and he managed to sort of run the Rangers off the road.
Like a tank? Could he pilot a tank?
Probably. Tanks aren't really that hard to drive. It's
Tanks
two sticks.
are vehicles.
It's tank controls. It's easy. Anyway, like, in the process, he knocks... Like, the Rangers have a rent-a-car, and they're not getting that deposit back, because Garoa knocks the doors off of both sides, and then drives himself closer to attack them with his sword. Like, he becomes a meme.
Okay.
Anyway, the bug runs out of gold, so he gets tired, and Garoa's like, oh, there's a gold park in this town. Let's go there, because apparently it's like a half amusement park, half old gold mine, I think. I guess it's an amusement park built around a gold mine. Anyway, there's a train that they get to go on and ride into the mines. And the Garoa and the Monster of the Week do find gold in the mine, which, sure, I'm not sure this old mine is still going to have actual pile of gold bars stacked up in there.
Like processed, like not just nuggets in the wall.
Yeah, but in the process of the comedy, and then the mooks come back because they've had a plan this whole time. It's like, we're going to wait until the Rangers and Garoa are someplace, set dynamite, and blow them both the fuck up. And they do. It's like, yay, we've won the day, but then the Rangers come back out on the train. It's like, ah, crap. And then there's a big fight. Garoa comes back with the Monster of the Week, summons the giant Stay Puft Marshmallow Robot. Monster goes into that. There's a big fight. It's fun and it's ridiculous, and I'm trying to leave out as many gags as possible because this is a funny episode. but I do have to mention one weird one, which the delivery isn't quite perfect, but the setup is... The mummy cicada monster, or beetle, whatever, wants gold. And at one point, it gropes Garoa. And it's like, wait, are these gold? 2 gold balls fall out of his pants.
Oh my goodness. That's saucy. It
is so weird, because they fall, and then they just bounce on the ground, and Garoa looks embarrassed. It's a delightfully stupid episode. I love Upside Down Day. I'm done.
All right, so that is it for us for this week. We will be back next week with more Robots in Disguise. But until then, you can find us all over the internet. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, and as well as Mastodon, and we have a Patreon.
Yes, we are hosted on Patreon. We are hosted on iaconunderground.net, where we have a Patreon set up to help with hosting and other expenses. That is at patreon.com/iaconunderground. For the month of June, we watched an episode. We went back to podcast favorite Jeffrey Combs and his long oeuvre of random things that were on TV at 5 a.m. And though this was actually not on TV at 5 a.m. because it is the American Ultraman show from the 90s. What was the full episode? Ultraman,
the Ultimate Hero. The episode is called A Quartet of Creatures.
The Ultimate Hero. I still can't get over the opening credits. I love the extremely sitcom opening credits.
Too many kaiju.
So that was a really fun episode to do. There was a lot of Jeffrey Combs. There were a lot of extremely dubious special effects. There was a lot of discussion of behind-the-scenes kaiju stuff, thanks to David. And that was our episode for June. For July, which is coming up sooner than we want to think about, we're not sure yet. It's going to depend on what movies start showing up on streaming, so stay tuned.
I'm not sure anything shows up on streaming early enough in the month.
Yeah. So we might have to think of another fun... We should just go through, the whole IMDb list for Jeffrey Combs and just do... We could make that a spin-off podcast.
Yeah.
The Combs Cast.
Fine-Toothed Combs, the Jeffrey Combs podcast.
Although that kind of... Oh, that's a good title. It feels like half of that is going to be Star Trek.
Yeah, we're going to be watching a lot of Deep Space Nine.
It would be a lot of Deep Space Nine.
Which is just fine by me. It was Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, I didn't watch a lot of Deep Space Nine, so I wouldn't be opposed. But also, I would be because I barely have time for the things going on in my life right now. If any of you are in the market for a kitten, please go adopt a kitten. Your local rescue will thank you.
All right, so that does it for us for this week. We will return next week with a special celebrity guest star.
Ooh,
if you lived through the early to mid-90s, get excited for Guilty as Charged. Until then...
I was excited.
Oh, we're all excited here. Until then, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen, back in my own body again.
And I'm David, split between 2 computers.
Okay, whoever was in this body better wash these hands. I don't know what you're touching.
Doggy.